Okay, so you've got your first base set up. What do you do next? Don't laugh at my base. I know it's terrible, but it's just an example of it. Okay, so don't laugh. I don't want to see any laughing faces. All right. So next, you want to look at building some metal tools. So once you hit level 20, you will be able to make the refining forge. What you'll need for that is as follows: fiber, flint, hide, stone, wood. Let's go and create a refining forge. So be right back. Okay, once you have created a refining forge, go ahead and place it anywhere will do. What this will do is smelt metal into metal bars. So on the island itself, if we make our way up here, oh, that was a long trek. So once you're finally up here, you'll see these sort of, actually I wouldn't say they're shiny, but you'll see these little different colored stones. This is a metal node. It's not a pure metal node, so you will still get stone from it, but a lot of the time you will receive metal. You use the refining forge to smelt said metal into metal bars. So it is 2 metal bar. So this should give us quick maths, 13 bars of metal. Alternatively, if you see, let me see if I can find one here. If you see a tech creature, they also drop scrap metal, which is a 1-for-1. So in all honesty, it is better to get scrap metal from a tech creature, as that is a 1-for-1 rather than a 2-for-1. So let me just check the island, see if there's any tech creatures. Okay, so typically there wasn't a single sausage on the island, aka tech dinosaur, so I can't show you that example. But if we just pop the metal over there with some wood, be right back, with some wood, oh, I just pooed, beg your pardon, that will now smelt the metal into a metal bar, or iron bar, I believe it is, for every 2 metal. So let's check out the first one real quick. And there you go. It's taken 2 metal to get a metal ingot. Sorry, I've been saying it wrong all this time. What we want to do then with the metal ingot is create a smithy. So if I go to smithy, which is also level 20, it requires 5 metal ingots, as well as the normal stuff: hide, stone, wood. If you are running low on hide, just kill a couple of parasaurs. You can even craft a few bowlers. I think that's how they said. That will keep the parasaurs in place, and then what you do is just shoot them like so, and couple of hits for that will kill them. Then, you know, just make sure you use a hatchet to get more hide than meat. So once we have a smithy like so, we can then look to make metal tools. So if we go to crafting, you can have a look at all of these things that we can now craft. So the first things you want to do is look to make a metal pick, which only requires 1 metal ingot, 10 hide, and 1 wood. That will allow you to harvest those metal nodes and get more metal than anything else. Obviously next, you pop it in there, refining forge, and make yourself a metal hatchet. That will allow you to cut trees, gather more wood, gather more stone, gather more hide, a lot quicker than your stone counterparts. If you want to cut your hair and, you know, change your hairstyle, change your beard style, and create scissors, but you will need obsidian, which is kind of a, I wouldn't say a late game resource, but it's kind of there or thereabouts. Other things. Next, you want to sort of look to do a crossbow, which is stronger than a bow, and potentially a pike. So there's always a thing between pike and a sword. What level do you unlock sword? Sword is level 30, and pike is level 25. I normally just go for the pike, just because it has a longer reach than a sword, so you can keep the enemies at a distance for longer. I think a sword does slightly more damage, but you are likely to get hit more with a sword than you would with a pike. If you want to gather more fiber, then you can use a metal sickle. Don't really know how to say that, but yeah, use a sickle on the branches or those little bushes on the ground, and you'll gather more fiber. You won't get anything else, just fiber on that. What else is there? You can, if you gather enough metal, you could look to make a long neck rifle, as well as the simple rifle bullets. So, just a quick note on that: to make bullets, obviously you need metal ingots, but also gunpowder. Gunpowder can be made with the mortar and pestle. So if we type in gunpowder here at level 15, you can learn gunpowder, which requires 1 charcoal and 1 spark powder. Charcoal comes from burnt wood, so if we open this refining forge, we will notice that there is 5 charcoal. So every wood that's burned, I believe, gives 1 charcoal, potentially. I mean, if I'm wrong, then obviously let me know. But you can keep the wood burning in there, and it will just do that automatically for you. If you're on live servers, what I would do is stack up your refining forges or a campfire with wood, and that would just burn overnight whilst you're logged off, I believe. And that is basically it. That will be what you want to sort of work towards at the beginning of the game. You want to sort of make your way to long neck rifles, trank arrows, I think can be made in your normal inventory. So if we have a look at that real quick, sorry. So trank arrows require narcotics and stone arrows. Stone arrows are fairly easy to make. So all you need for that is fiber, flint and thatch, which you can then turn into trank arrows as long as you got a bunch of narcotics and I forgot what it's called. I want to say stale meat, but it's not stale meat. Let's test this. So as there is 6 seconds left on this meat, if we go ahead and split all stacks, you'll notice that all of them have 30 seconds left before they spoil. So if we wait 30 seconds, there you go, spoiled meat, that's what I was looking for. So that will produce 7 spoiled meat. Raw meat spoils faster than cooked meat, so remember that when you want to get spoiled meat. If you have the S Plus mod, you can look at getting the meat spoiler, but that does require cementing paste, which is also a mortar and pestle item, as well as crystal and oil as well. Okay, so oil is quite hard to get early game, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. Once you have the metal tools, I can quickly show you where to get crystal really easy from where we are right now, which is on this island. So what we want to do is head in that direction there, and I will take our raft and show you where we will end up. Okay, a short raft while later we'll come to I wouldn't say that far up the ocean there, so we'll come to a little space in the, I wouldn't even call that a mountainous terrain, just high cliff terrain. That's the word I'm looking for, cliff. You'll see a little round circle in the cliffs here. So if we go here, you'll find a little cave. So with your metal tools, you'll notice that once the cave loads up, you'll notice these crystals hanging down. If you mine these with, remember to use the metal pickaxe, you will get a ton of crystal. If you find that you can't hit anymore, just standing there, just jump and then hit. This is the best. Okay, well that sucked. But this is the best way to get crystal very early on as a beginning player. There's no threat of any of the enemies inside the cave, as this is just at the entrance. So this is a nice, quick, easy way to gain crystal. Obviously I'm using stone, so don't do that. We don't want stone, we want metal. So make sure you use metal to get as much crystal as possible. I only have 2, because that is me being silly and using stone. Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, I think that basically sums it up at the beginner's guide. There's a Carno behind me, you can tell by the footsteps. He wants to kill me, so I'm just gonna sort of run away. But yeah, I want to thank you for watching this, and if you can think of any questions that you need answering, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll try my best to answer them. But in the meantime, thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for further guides. Alright, take care. Farewell.